Do you guys catch Sean up and what's been happening?
Nope.
We managed to find a small village, we looted it of all its valuables, and since you weren't here, we decided you didn't get your cut.
Sounds about fair and reasonable.
Why don't you describe all the
Me?
valuables?
It's technically true. That's the best part about my statement. It was absolutely the truth. It's just
a ogre's body washed downstream, where the dwarves are upstream. So the team went north or upriver just to check on him, and the dwarves or Durgar were fine, but they had run into an issue they couldn't solve, which was a hydra, which is a very deadly beast. The hydra appears to have like painting and like adornment armor similar to the other ogre stuff you guys had found. Is it ogre? Yeah, ogre. Like the mask that you have, similar. And it's just sort of stomping around aimlessly along the riverside. So instead of charging it head on, they decided to investigate the area and see if they can't like find something to give them an advantage, because obviously this is like the pet of the ogres, but there's no more ogres left, so they're just going around. They found a village. They went inland a bit. They found a village. The village mentioned some other tribes in the area, one of which was the River Tribe. But the village they're in right now is the inland one, and it is blighted and abandoned. Ogres tend to shit everywhere, so that didn't really help. There's a spring, but it's polluted.
oh yeah, do not drink from that spring water, by the way.
Do not drink. They cast detect poison and
All the poisons.
and yeah, it's cholera. And a thunderstorm is rolling in.
Nice. It's good that we've got the weather.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what was the loot?
Nothing. That was the joke. There was no loot.
A loincloth.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, there wasn't one.
Yes.
Wasn't there?
I want my share of the loot. Right into character. Okay. Well, that doesn't sound too bad.
No.
Wait, so we've still got the problem of there being a hydra. We've not solved that.
Correct.
What a session to come back to.
So the Hydra, the issue of the Hydra is that it can, the river is deep in a good many parts, so the Hydra is able to submerge itself, and the prospecting for gold is along the river, because you can find like gold flakes in the river, so that means there's a mother lode somewhere upstream, along the stream. And it's kind of hard to do that when there's a goddamn Hydra that can pop out of the river and eat you. So the dwarves are we're having an argument about like, well, what the fuck do we do now? Because they don't know how far the like hunting range is of the Hydra, so it's kind of hard to just bypass it.
If it's an ogre's pet, wouldn't you just have a collar? Like, I would leave my dog tied up, you know?
Carrying on from that comment quickly. Yeah, we are currently taking shelter in one of the poop houses in the poop village.
Lucia, your proficiencies and stuff like that are actually impressive. How?
I mean, I've got a couple good ones.
Yeah, no, it's your saves, your attribute saves are they really that good? Okay, I guess it's just okay. I just didn't realize it's +3 at level 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine. I've arguably got my worst save is the one you arguably really don't want to be your worst save, so it's all good.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
The one you really don't want to have. No,
bad charisma can also fuck you up.
I think it's worse to have bad wisdom than it is bad charisma, because the charisma saves are really, really bad when they come up. They don't come up very often.
Yeah.
No, because Moken rolls wisdom. I don't get it. Why?
Yeah.
Why are they not charisma based? Anyway, sorry, this is a thing I have for.
Dex saves are pretty damn important, and you have 0.
Dex saves are really important. Go on, pretty low as well.
They're the most dex saves are the most common, but also arguably the least bad.
Fireball.
Fail.
Fireball.
Yeah, because usually they only result in actual
Damage.
direct damage, whereas
Yeah.
wisdom, if you fail it, you probably like a lot of the wisdom fails are related to losing control of your character.
You might
Yeah,
want to start
yeah.
casting lightning bolt on your party members or something.
Yeah.
I'll have you know, I only did that because I failed a wisdom save.
Hmm.
So it all ties back to that.
Just simply do not fail. That's how I live my life.
If only we all
I'm-
live so well.
I wasn't sure if I should play like rain sound effects. I don't think it's needed, and I don't know if you guys find that stuff annoying or not. Anyways, so you guys find yourself. Oh, that's Renzi. Hork. We just played it as you're following the group from like 20 feet behind and jumping from bush to bush.
Sounds about right. A pervert in the making.
So if you want to make yourself known at any point, let me know. But otherwise, you're just hidden behind something. Okay. The thunderstorm's coming in. It's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So you usually have a couple hours until sunset. Might be able to make it to the river before then. But then you're gonna be at the river that nighttime in the rain. So you guys can choose what to do. There doesn't seem to be any sort of life around in this village, but I wouldn't really touch anything. So what do you guys like to do?
Remind me, with the river, was there like foliage and trees at the edge there as well, or was it just
Occasionally, if you look at the picture on the left, let me look here. Yeah, the picture on the left, top left, it's
yeah.
like that.
where
Where there's like
so
there is
not really cover from the storm.
No, not really.
Well then. You know what the Dwego are probably just having to set up camp somewhere, I guess.
They're Minecrafting it.
Yeah. That's
Digging
dig
hillside.
down.
Yeah.
See, why don't they just do that? Instead of having to find the gold from above, just dig down, and then they can find the gold below.
What if they dig too deep and too greedily?
There's
Well,
nothing,
that's a problem for the future.
there's nothing that dwarves love more than digging an enclosed space next to an underground water source.
That's a them problem. I mean, listen, their bets are that or Hydra, and I think I'd rather take my bets on.
You forgot third option. Wait around till you guys solve the problem, then they're safe.
Yeah, the Hydra might have a burrowing speed.
The difference here is that
Ugh.
I'm pretty sure they're being paid to be here, and we're currently not.
You guys get paid. If they don't succeed, you don't get paid. You get paid a percentage of mineral rights.
I agreed to that.
Don't recall this, but okay. Finals. Anyway, so we've established that the ones that have the ogres that had the Hydra were probably the River Tribe, and the River Tribe, shock horror, is next to the
Next to
river.
the river. Yeah, it shouldn't be a surprise that the tribe that owns a Hydra that lives in the river, probably near the river.
Yeah, which pretty much means if we want to try and find this village, it will probably
Next to
be
the river.
close. It'll probably be near the river, and therefore near the Hydra.
Yep.
So we can either take cover here, effectively for the night or for the storm, or however long that is, and then sally out bravely on the morrow. Or we could just go now and deal with the storm and camp out in it. Like, depends how bad the storm's going to be.
Can't be that bad. Still a berry.
It'll be fine. Just don't hold anything metal high.
This is true. Also, now's a bad time to realize I've got a lot of metal armor on.
Yeah, why don't we just wait out in the city and then, or the town and then go?
Yeah, we can do that.
That seems safer and easier.
What about
You guys
potentially
hang out in the town?
Yes.
Till nightfall. Or until dawn.
Yeah. Oh well, when the storm's over, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah.
That feels good. Do y'all just find one hut and hang out? I mean, these are for
Yeah.
ogres, so it's rather large.
Yeah. Remind me, because we went up to when we were looking for this village. We went up on top of one of the hills, didn't we? Was there like any other significant landmarks around, or was it just
No, honestly. So it's rolling hills. The whole hills are rather steep. So they're like really rolling. So you can't see detail. You can look into the horizon. You can get to the top of a hill, look into the horizon. You'll see all sorts of peaks of hills, but any sort of detail of what's below those peaks, you can't see. If there's landmarks, and nothing really sticks out, especially not in the rainy weather like this.
All right.
Not while you guys are walking around. If you could fly, you get like way better view, but not.
I mean, technically, I can next level. Do
Oh, we'll just wait here till you
yeah, do you want to give me? Do you want to give me another level real quick?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay, sure. Beyond that, probably just might as well take whatever shelter we can, and then I guess and have a look for River Village after the storm.
Okay, that's good.
Sounds good to me.
Y'all coop up in one big hut.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, that's good.
The least
Only Hork
filthy.
needs sleep. The rest of you are still like conscious, and I don't know if Hork's not going to be on watch. Can Lucira and Callie give me a perception check while you guys are meditating? I'm gonna roll for Madeline.
Perception.
Holy shit!
Oh wow!
I'll take that. I don't usually do well on perception checks. All right, fine.
Okay, well, Lucira and Callie, this rain coming down pretty hard. Comes in waves of incredibly deafening, thick rain, and you see puddles start to form pretty quickly, and then ponds form. You guys are high up in the river, or high up on hillsides, so you're fine. But as the night goes on, the amount of water builds up, and you realize that it is going to be a slog to get back out of this area. It's essentially a swamp with islands of hills. But yeah, this is heavy rain.
Ooh. Wonder what's going to happen with the Hydra if the river breaks its banks.
Is it just rain, or is it like a lightning, thunder lightning as well?
It is lightning storm. The moon is completely obscured. Starlight's completely obscured, and occasionally you'll get a bolt of lightning somewhere amongst the hills. It's rather deafening. 24. That goes on for several hours. You guys meditating, looking out into the darkness. You can't really hear anything because of the damn rain. But you can see that on another hillside, across from one of these ponds, is a figure standing there in the rain. You only see it when the lightning strikes. It is a rather large person. It's humanoid, but it just stands there on the hillside.
Menacingly?
Sounds like an ogre.
Menacing. Is there anything you guys would like to do right now? It's not moving, it's just standing there currently. It's a good distance away, like several hundred feet.
Probably not so much. Like it's too far for us to do anything threatening with it, so just keeping an eye on it, and probably the surrounding area as well, because potentially getting surrounding us.
Okay, that's good. It stays there for a few minutes. And then the lightning bolt strikes again, and the figure is completely gone and disappeared. And you don't see another figure for the rest of the night. The rain does let up. As the sun rises, the clouds sort of disperse. The majority of that river water's been dumped, and it's still a cloudy day. It's still trickling water, but it's not the harsh rainstorm it was before. And the sun comes up, and everything's visible as normal.
No. Okay. Interesting.
Okay.
It seems as though we are not completely alone out here, after all.
Or did something happen during the night?
Wait, sorry, was it just...
I would have been asleep.
Yeah, sorry,
Hort
was
doesn't
it...
do watch.
Yeah, no, not him, but was it just Callie, or did I see it as well?
Lucer and Calibo.
Yeah, cool. Yes, it seems as though there was a figure out there. It seems just stunning. Perhaps seems like I mean, you said it was like a large, so it seemed like an ogre, right?
Ogre size.
It seems like a fair assessment.
Size. That's
Yeah.
a fair assessment.
Seems like possibly an ogre, so perhaps they are not all gone from this land.
Would it be useful for us to go over there? Wait, how far is it? Is it separated by the river?
It's the other hillside over, and yeah, the water, it built up ponds as the water fell, but the water is slowly starting to drain, so the water is like moving slowly, and
But it's like across the hydra-infested river.
no, you guys are inland. You guys are inland by like an hour or two from the river.
Okay.
You're just in these rolling hills, and
So
a
it's
bunch
just
of
a
water
hill.
got dropped. So there's between all the hills is water, ponds, slowly draining out, rolling downhill.
Okay. Why don't we simply drain the river and then the hydra will die?
So carrying on quickly from that comment.
Warhead.
I mean, yeah. Well, so if we were to go towards the river again, would that be towards where the figure was, or away?
I'm sorry, can you say that question, please?
If we were to sort of head towards the river now, would that be going towards where
no.
the figure was, or is
Well,
it?
yeah, close enough. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay then. Well,
Yeah.
we'll probably have a look and inspect it in case. While we're on the way, then just make a slight detour to where that figure was.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the like I said before, there was at the bottom of the hill that this village is on. There's that like fetid pool of water from the stream. That's been washed away. The water in front of you at the base of this hill to go to the next hill is a slowly moving muddy water, fresh from rain, moving sediments downhill. You can't see the bottom, and who's going first?
Yeah, sure. I'll go first.
All right, sounds good.
Stomping along, not appreciating muddy environment.
Yeah, it goes.
Full boots.
It goes up to your knees. I don't know how high your boots are, but yeah, it gets in your boots. Anyways, yeah, you're able to cross over cold water. Doesn't feel great, but anyways, you get across just fine. The rest of your party is after you.
Doggy paddle across.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess for Hor could be a bit more higher up than that, huh? Okay. Get to the other side. Everyone's thoroughly soaked. And you go to the top of the hill where the figure was standing. Can anyone who is proficient with it, can you give me survival check?
Sure thing.
I'm gonna roll for Madeline.
Proficient.
You have to be proficient. Investigation also would work, I guess.
Oh,
I guess. I can't tell you what investigation is actually for. I've never been able to
I
figure that
thought
out.
profession and investigation we get to use it.
1 second.
it's a weird one.
Well, you're looking for like evidence and tracks.
That'll be survival.
I'd say survival, yeah.
I don't know what investigation actually is for. I've never either perception or survival does everything.
Investigations for like maybe putting things that aren't tracks together, you know, like spotting something and then connecting the dots are two different things.
Okay, I suppose it's true. I suppose that makes sense. Okay. Investigation is more the deduction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes a lot. That's the best description I've ever heard. Okay. Is Madeline proficient in survival? No, not. 13 and 13. 13 after that heavy rainstorm. Everything's mud up here. You can't tell any tracks at all.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay. The river lays to your east, southeast, and south. You guys want to head in that direction?
Yeah, if I remember rightly, the like history pillar totem pole thing didn't really give like a description or anything on where, just by the river, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's like a little
well,
thing. They wouldn't really like give a map. They know where it is.
yeah. Well, let's just head in a direction and hope for the best.
That's good. Trudging back onto the towards the river, everything's very muddy and soggy and wet, and occasionally you have to go through a pool or a small brook of water, I guess would be the best term. And after about an hour and a bit more of this, probably 2 hours, you crest over the final hill and you can see the river in front of you. And you actually get a pretty good view of along the river. On the opposite side of the river, more rolling hills. They're just less intense than the ones that you guys have gone through, less steep. But you get a good view of the river from you. The dwarves, the Durgar that you left to camp out, somewhere downriver, you can't see the location from here. And you don't see the Hydra from your location either. You're probably a couple miles or kilometers, whatever, probably like a kilometer or two upriver from where you left the dwarves and the Hydra.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think we should just carry on and keep going upriver then, because if there is going to be a village somewhere, that'll be further on than we can see. So, who's going to keep an eye on the river for if the Hydra does want to make us lunch?
I'll keep an eye on the river.
Just one of you? Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, but
Justin
has 11 in perception. He's golden.
Okay. Walking along the river, you see there's a lot of inlet from the hills, a lot of water flowing into the river from the sides, and the river is kind of overflowing its boundaries quite a bit, making the whole delta, the whole bank very, very muddy and making the water murkier as well. I imagine you guys are not walking directly next to the river.
No.
Oh god,
Okay.
no.
Yeah, hillsides. Okay,
We're keeping our distance a little bit, at least
Hillsides.
50 feet.
Sounds good. It is going to be a walk. It is going to be probably an all-day walk.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
let's just keep
Anyways,
on doing.
as you walking along these hills, you get a pretty good view of stuff. After about a day of walking, you can see at the end of your vision there is a cliffside rising out of the river bank. So there's a waterfall of moderate size, a couple stories tall, even. And you can see below that familiar blighted blackness and shapes similar to the houses that you saw at the other ogre area.
So it's like the river tribe.
Yes. Also, somewhat interesting that it seems as though, in particular, their settlements are blighted. Almost like it was a weapon that was deployed or something.
Maybe they're just stinky people.
This isn't like, badly kept land. This is something that's magically wrong with the ground, wasn't it?
Maybe they're magically stinky.
If you want to do further investigation to that, you can do it when you get to the village.
Sure.
The issue is the village is on the other side of the river, guys.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
there are no bridges built anywhere.
There are no bridges built anywhere.
No, the ogres didn't build any bridges, unfortunately.
How wide is the river?
About 60 feet at this point.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I'm going to let you guys know. Oh, sick.
Imagine you're at the hilltop on the opposite side of the river from the village. Staring at the village, you can see to your left that waterfall raises several stories, 50 feet or so, 40 feet. And to your right, the river continues on back the way you came. It continues to be muddy here. The waterfall is rather broad, and it falls into a pool, which is what the village is built around. Then it turns back into the river and flows on.
Okay.
So I'm presuming the waterfall is like probably just a sheer cliff face, like
More or less. It's very rugged. There has been a lot of erosion.
yeah.
The cliff face
And how tall is that cliff face?
Couple of
It-
stories.
goes on. Okay, so it's how tall is it? About 40 to 50 feet. If you look to the left and right, it does continue on for a very good distance into the horizon. It might go all the way to the mountaintop.
Okay.
Okay. So I have a solution to get across if people are willing to
Oh,
hear it out.
Yeah.
Water walk. I have that spell.
That'll work.
That will
Yeah, we're
definitely work.
Or is it a ritual?
For ritual, isn't it?
It's both just an action or a ritual.
Okay, sounds good.
It lasts for an hour, so we can just ritual cast it away from the river, and we can make it across no problem. We have plenty of time.
We need to sprint across, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I just mean that we don't have to go there, then cast the spell, and then go.
Yeah.
Non-concentration, up to 10 willing creatures. Wonderful.
Yep.
It's a very
The most
handy spell.
half-hearted, wonderful from a DM.
So,
Brilliant, guys. Well done.
anyways,
Okay.
yeah, okay, yeah. Ritual cast takes about an hour, right?
Well, technically,
minutes.
by rules, it's it's 10 minutes.
An hour and
6
action?
seconds.
10 minutes. Okay, I knew it was something like that. 10 minutes. Gotcha. And one round. Okay, yeah. Do you have a book or something then?
No.
Oh, okay. How do you? Never mind.
But Druid, I have my focus and I know the spell.
I forgot you were a druid. I thought you were. Sorry, I was trying to remember if you were a. For some reason, I thought you were a fucking wizard. Well,
That
because
would,
wizards the ones with.
that would be me.
Yeah. I'm so used to wizards being one with the ritual focus or ritual casting. Okay. Anyways, so Callie, 10 minutes pass by, cast water walk on the whole group, and now you all can walk on water.
Sick.
Okay.
As fast as we possibly can across the river.
Sprint.
Yep.
Well, some of you are
Dash
faster
action.
than others, so
We
Oh, wait, no.
again, we just need the slowest person to not be
Hork
us.
actually. I think Hork can outrun you guys.
Yeah, because he can dash as a bonus action. So yeah.
He has dash, and then
Yep.
yeah. Hork is okay. Yeah, Hork is faster. Anyways, okay, yeah, sprint across the river.
Actually, wait, what
And-
is his speed actually? Is halfway
25.
25? I bet you can just beat me.
So it's like 75 feet.
Okay, sounds good. You get to the other side of the river. No problem. And you find yourself in front of a smelly, muddy, mucky, corrupted ogre village.
Can I
This
do an
one is
investigation to see if the ogre village is just naturally smelly or if it's magically smelly?
you can give me a knowledge survival or a knowledge or knowledge medicine or knowledge nature.
Let's do this one. 6.
Lucira was asking a question about this. Would you also like to roll one of those?
Sure.
Sure thing.
Can I roll as well?
Yeah, you're made of disgusting
Woof.
stuff. I'll roll for it.
I do have proficient. I am proficient in medicine. I think.
Yeah, I know. I'm just giving you crap. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Wow! Holy crap! We all suck so
We got
bad.
the big hatters today.
You deduce that it smells like shit. So it's
Nice.
probably just a bunch of shit.
Told you.
Great.
So hang
A
on. So,
watery poop village.
so not corrupted in the same way as this land is the Deadlands.
Nothing
We're
seems.
not in the Deadlands, are we?
No, we're not. But I thought
You've
that you said it was
seen
similar
the
to them.
Deadlands.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought it was. I thought you described it as similar looking like to that. Okay, then that's fine then.
There are similarities,
Yeah.
but you rolled a 11.
Very low.
So I'll give you this. I'll give you
No,
this.
that's fine. No.
There might be similarities, but you have no idea what the hell what
Yeah.
would that be?
Oh, yeah, that's
What
fine.
would
If it is different enough, then yeah, that's fine.
It is different enough.
Yeah.
The other one was dry and blighted. This is covered in poop and blighted.
Well, I must admit, ever entering one of these villages again, it would be too soon.
Hey, Daryl.
Yeah.
We had that all. We may have Daryl. I'm actually not sure anymore.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
Aloha.
Howdy. Howdy, yeah.
sorry for the delay.
No problem. It
No
happens.
problem. We
They're
just
at
round up in the village.
they're at the river, the village of the River Ogre tribe. There is a waterfall, 40 stories or so, along with a cliff that goes on to the horizon next to the village. Everything's pretty flooded because there was a shit ton of rain.
Is the same village that we stopped at the last time?
No. That was the spring village.
Okay.
This one's the river village.
Cool. Oh yeah, the Hydra tribe or whatever.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Hydra tribe. Yeah. And there is, in front of you, there is several of these smaller shacks made of mud and manure and twigs and branches and stuff like that. There is a totem again. It does have like roughly carved multi-head serpent heads going up all the length. Could be interpreted as Hydra heads. It has some art to it as well, language scrawled into it, importance of the culture. And then you see behind that there is a rather large built house made of like actual trees. Not lumber, like trees. They took some goddamn trees and piled them together. Very regal.
It's fancy.
Other than that, it seems
tree.
rather. Other than that, it seems rather similar to the or identical to the other one.
So this is a boulevard.
I admitted I was hoping for more, but I suppose I shall have a look at this. Fuck me, the totem. I can't remember what word it's the totem.
Yeah, totem.
Yes,
It is a totem. Yeah.
I will go there and I shall ritual
A totem
cast
pole.
Totem pole. I shall go and ritual cast comprehend languages because I believe I needed that the first time in the other village.
Okay.
So I'll go.
Sure thing.
I would like to do the same as the last village and go around and touch all the cursed things.
Sounds good. Work and Callie, what would you like to be doing?
I would also like to be looking for things of value. Not looting, looking.
I am going to keep an eye out for the Hydra or any other dangers.
That sounds way more important.
Wait, so Callie, you're just looking out for dangers?
Yep.
You said? Okay, sounds good. Can you, Callie, give me a perception check?
One.
21. Okay. I'll get back to you on that. After I'm done with everyone else, but yeah. Awesome roll. Okay. Lucira, you have this God damn it. I'm saying roll 20's giving me trouble again.
We tried asking it politely not to.
Bah.
We tried praying to the machine spirit.
Lucira, you understand all the language that are on this. It's similar to the previous one. It has like a general history of the tribe and all the stuff they should be proud of and all that. Something that sticks out. It mentions Tiamat.
Oh no.
Easy.
For those that don't know, evil multi-headed dragon god.
None of our characters know that though. Right?
Tiamat is pretty famous.
Is Tiamat like the devil? Like, I know they're really bad, so are we saying it's like that kind of colloquial? Like, we know that these things are talked about, kind of like?
Asmodai
I imagine
is
you
the
probably
devil.
know.
Yeah, like Belial, like, you know.
I imagine you will probably know of them,
famous.
but in terms of details,
Yeah, that's
I'll be
fair.
more specific.
Okay, you see Tiamat, and you're like, Tiamat, evil god, and that's. But if you want to give me a religious role, you can get more information about Tiamat.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay.
Sure. Religion?
Yeah, religion, absolutely.
Question
Thanks.
for my character.
I'm just rolling really well. All my bad skills, apparently.
Holy Christ! Kelly, you're busy watching the river.
Oh yes, sorry, brain fart.
My my what do you call
Deity
them?
is Tiamat.
Sovereign. My sovereign has some history with dragons. I have been imparted any knowledge by them with regards to.
We will come to that later. Right now, Lucille is the only one who is
Yes,
able to read Tiamat.
Okay,
Yeah,
grand.
For 19, 19 is pretty good. 19 is sort of Tiamat is sort of the father, grandfather, progenitor of all, not chromatic. What's the colored dragons?
Yeah, chromatic.
Was
Yeah.
it chromatic?
You've got
Oh, metallic and chromatic. Yes,
yeah.
thank you.
You got
Yeah,
crystal,
you're right.
chromatic,
Yeah,
metallic.
those are the ones. Yeah. Evil. God is fair enough. It's essentially God. It's not up there with some of the other great ones like Asmodai. It's sort of a servant of Asmodai who's like the devil, more or less. Great causer of calamity, and so the god of destruction and greed. Generally bad. Doesn't actually have like a physical presence in this world, or else this world would be absolutely fucked. But there's a lot of people who worship him, who don't quite understand the extent of what that means. They're like, "Oh yeah, he's strength," but no, he's way worse than that.
Well, yeah.
A lot of simpler people will worship him. He's a basic like totemic sort of thing. And there is reference to the gift from Tiamat, which is, looks like the Hydra.
Tiamat is a woman, by the way.
Oh, I thought it was
Nope.
I thought it was a non-gender thing.
Tiamat's a goddess, specifically.
Goddess, you're right.
Yeah.
My bad.
Because
My bad.
Tiamat's a
Yeah,
goddess,
yeah.
and Bahamut is the
Yep.
god.
Yeah. Bahamut's the metallic dragon. Good. Yeah.
Yep.
Political correctness, John.
I was actually
Gender my dragon.
I was actually questioning where it's like, I mean, has he just done something interesting and he's actually just reversed the genders? And it's like, oh, right.
No, I just
It really does not matter. But I just thought
No, it's not.
canonically correct.
I just automatically think of all gods as non-gendered, just because like the god can just be
What?
they can just be where the I know.
I thought you
Yeah.
were gonna go. I automatically think of all gods as men because you know.
I mean, yeah. That's
No, because they're like gods. They can just change where the fuck they are.
Yeah. They're amorphous, kind of like Zeus
Yeah.
turning into like fucking
Yeah.
snakes and shit. Like what? They've appeared as both men and women in lots of instances. That makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Like they made themselves essentially. They don't need to.
Have a gender or like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sense.
Okay, yeah, she, her.
They-
Tiamat identifies as a woman.
giant fuck off scary dragon thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It mentions gifts of Tiamat, not just gift Hydra, but like gifts of Tiamat. It doesn't say what that is though.
Pain is the poison.
Okay,
The
then.
gifts.
Okay, I'm banning.
That's pronounced, guys. That's pronounced Jeff. Okay.
Yeah.
Daryl.
The gifts of
Someone time out
Tiamat.
for like 2 minutes.
Sorry, just for clarification for my sake, I know the Horic won't know, but this was on sort of like banner or pedestal or like a
Totem.
totem, that's
Totem
one.
pole. A totem pole. Yeah, these things are basically like cultural center stones for the
Yeah.
clan, and also like, look how good we are. This god loves us and gives us gifts. They are strong, therefore we're strong. That's her shit. But yeah, mentions that and nothing else, I think.
It's okay.
Okay.
Oh, carry on, yeah.
Horik, you're looking at stuff, right?
Trying to steal.
And Madeline, what are you doing again? Also trying to
Right.
steal?
Basically, yeah, kind of seeing if there's any sort of magical junk
Okay.
around the place.
Each of you give me a roll 20.
Oh,
1d20. What?
just a random 1d20.
Oh, 1d20, yes.
There's people just sending
Give me
roll
two.
20 links to different games.
Give me 2 seconds. Well, I get my
Jesus.
It's either really good or really bad. One of these.
It's a bomb.
My God, JC.
You found the Hydra.
Is it slash R 1d20 or R slash R 1d20? Isn't it?
Slash or, yeah.
Noise.
Horik, you enter one of the huts, and in that hut you can see that there is a there is a very large stick, about 6-7 feet tall, and it has a Hydra's skull on it, and it has a couple of stones wrapped in leather inside the skull. So when you shake it, it shakes like a rattler.
How the fuck am I going to hide a stick that is double my size?
I mean,
Prison pocket.
Yeah. Just gonna come out with it. Hi guys, I've grown a tail. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the stick, I guess.
Yeah, at this point, I have to make important items bigger than you in order to stop you from stealing and hiding them.
here's a helmet of +1. It's like 5 times the size of a normal
Yes.
head.
The key.
Think you find that came with this stick?
The key to the door. It is 3 foot by 2 foot.
Yeah, I'll take the stick back outside. Hey, I think I found one of the like shamanic things. You know, wooga wooga wooga.
It rattles. Callie,
Oh,
you rolled really well for perception when you're staring at the village. You can see that there is a pathway that leads underneath the waterfall.
underneath the waterfall.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll hold on to that until people are like gathered back up.
Okay, sounds good. Madeline, you find nothing. You rolled a 1.
Okay.
Oh,
More loincloths.
It's got to mean something.
quickly, guard your loins. I would like to point the stick at one of the fetid pools and chant in gibberish and see if anything happens.
Nothing appears to happen. Well, you rattled it a bunch of rattles.
Yeah, okay. I think this is broken.
I
It's just full of
wonder,
rattlesnakes.
is that possibly a stick they use to control the Hydra?
Perhaps.
Probably like a wind stick. See how it shakes? Shaking the stick. You know, plant it in the ground, stabs it in the ground, let the wind blow it.
Yep, it does shake.
Perhaps, but they fly up here. It makes mention that they believe that these Hydras seem to be a gift from Tiamat herself. They seem to worship her in some form. Perhaps they did not truly know what she represents, but there is some similarity between the Hydras and the Tiamat, so perhaps that is where they saw it.
Are there any depictions of any hydras or multi-headed dragon-like people on this stick?
On the Hydra's skull, no.
Wait, there's a hydra skull on it? I thought it was just a skull.
No, it's a
Oh,
Hydra
yeah,
skull.
he said Hydra skull.
Oh shit! I hold on to the stick tighter.
That's why I was saying maybe it controls the Hydra.
Yeah, I thought you were just being smart.
Yeah, I mean, Lucera has seen from the like surrounding mini totems around the Blighted Lands Deadlands, whatever we're calling them. She's seen some rudimentary magic from what we
Yes.
think is the ogre.
Yes.
Are there similar markings or anything akin to it, like
Well, it
rudimentary
depends
magic on the
On if
on the
Hork
stick?
lets you see the stick or not.
Yeah, stop waving it. I cannot see it.
Hey, maybe it'll
Rattle,
go
rattle,
away. Left, right, left, right, left, right.
So this is either something that scares the Hydra or it summons the Hydra, and him shaking it's going to be real bad in a minute. Anyway,
Yeah, he'll plant it in the ground, but like still holding on to it firmly. He'll plant it in the ground and say, "All right, let's take some looks. Let's see if there's anything on it. I'm going to look for secret buttons or compartments."
and I guess
Roll me an investigation check.
I will look for rudimentary magic markings.
Yeah, give me a I guess knowledge nature or knowledge magic. I guess.
Oh,
21.
by the way, did any of the rest of you notice that pathway going underneath the waterfall?
Damn it! No, you mentioned that there was a pathway beneath the waterfall.
Yeah, just thought
I
you should know.
was too busy. I was too busy tripping over loincloths to notice anything.
There suddenly seems to be an abundance of them.
Is so we got a secret path past a disgusting pool and a rotten waterfall, or is that so? There's a waterfall. Look, the waterfall is just normal, fresh running water, but the pool it runs into is diseased in some way, or is the waterfall diseased water?
The waterfall appears to be pure.
Okay.
The area around the ogre camp is pretty foul and nasty. Now, hold on a second. I got a bunch of stuff I need to cover real quick.
Okay.
Hork. There's nothing valuable in this. There's no magic compartments, nothing like that. It has some pretty feathers tied to it, but nothing really. Lucira, there is a magical ruin, or two of them, carved into the skull, the Hydra skull, on the stick itself. 14, you're not particularly familiar with this sort of magic.
Yeah. Basic bitch magic.
Basic bitch magic. They're magical runes, though. They're like good luck charm runes. Okay.
So fucking lucky. I'm gonna put my skull mask on as well.
Once that is done, so this place smells in general, but it smells like poop. But while you guys are talking about the stick and investigating it, and kind of some of the waterfall, a new smell comes through. This one smells like hamburger that's been left out in the sun for a couple of days. Really just sticks into you. Can y'all give me perception checks? Wonderful. God, Callie, it's really nice having someone with extremely high perception.
You mean the perception score of yes?
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, I get to read that.
Work.
Oh yeah, he does reroll.
You all look around and you hear footsteps. Large, plodding, clumsy footsteps.
I don't like that.
And because you all rolled so high, you know exactly where it's coming from. You look inland a bit. And there are some trees dotting this area. And you see one of these trees get crushed down. A good, 120 feet away.
Shit, that was bigger than I was expecting.
I'm gonna whatever.
What would you guys
bush,
like to do?
House, hide.
Okay. Hork is hiding in a house.
I'm gone.
Oh my!
I do not exist.
You hear the noise?
anymore.
You look back at the group, and Hork's gone. Lucira, what would you like to do? You also have water walking too. Just want to bring that up.
We do still have that. Probably just gonna look at the secret passage or the pathway. Did they point it out to us, or
Yes. Callie pointed out to everyone.
Cool. How big does the passageway look? Is it something?
It's a walkway. It looks like it's for ogre size.
Cool. If this thing can crush a tree, probably bigger than ogre sized.
That's just the walkway, though. The underside of the waterfall itself might be hollow.
I mean, true. Anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna look see and sort of make a gesture towards the pathway. It's sort of like you could hide over there and see what the rest of the group is doing. But beyond that, yeah, this thing's big enough to crush a tree. Probably not something we want to fight right now.
This thing is approaching. You do not have time to have a debate.
No, we're not having a
What are you doing,
debate.
Lucia? What are you doing?
I'm assuming what the rest of the group is doing. That is not something that takes a lot of time.
What are you doing? Oh, you're gonna wait till everyone else does their thing and follow them, basically.
More or less. Like,
Okay.
I'm heading for the waterfall.
there we go.
Outside of the waterfall, Madeline, what are you doing?
I'll follow along
Okay.
towards the waterfall.
And okay, so everyone else, Horrocks hidden, disappeared, and everyone else is running to the waterfall passageway.
Just to say, if we're not going to reach the waterfall by the time this thing reaches the tree line,
it's right there. You'll reach it.
Okay,
You'll reach it.
Is it possible to
Okay,
follow them?
The three of you run into the waterfall passageway. Do you focus on hiding, or do you want to peek out and see what is walking around?
Hide, because I'm here. I can see it.
Yeah, again,
You don't know that, though, but...
yeah, I don't know that, but I kind of agree with
Is
hide.
your curiosity or fear stronger right now? That's the question.
So here's the thing: I am not a stealthy person. However, also again, big enough to crush tree, not something I want to mess with. Probably focus on hiding.
Hiding.
Okay, sounds good.
And I. This might be bending the rules slightly, but I am able to change the opacity or color of the water. Can I make it a one-way window?
It will obscure your view, but you can. You can move the waterfall over the entranceway a bit, but have it be thin enough that you're able to see like shapes out there, but you won't be able to see detail.
But like it'll still obscure us, sort of thing. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, because you're dark, you're hidden amongst objects. This thing will be standing out in sunlight.
Fucking nice call.
Yeah,
I'm
they're really
so
good.
glad I got these 3 cantrips.
I love cantrips; they're great.
Cantrips, the most powerful part of your arsenal.
Sounds good. Because you guys are obscured behind this water, I'm not even gonna have you roll stealth because you actually have like obscuration between you and them, like an object. So you guys hide, do the magic thing, and about 2 rounds later, this thing comes. What's the right word? Like slithering into the village. You can see that this is not a Hydra. You can't tell what it is, but that sure as shit is not a Hydra. It is has a lanky body, bulbous behind it, and the size of that body continues on up to the like upper torso that stands up straight. And you can see it is just one fat creature entity. It doesn't have multiple like snake-like heads looking everywhere. But you do see like wiggling going on with it. Like it can barely like keep itself together. Horik. I assume. Let's see. You rolled fucking amazingly well.
He stood next to it. He just doesn't notice it.
You can smell this thing. It smells god awful. Like what you smelled before was before. This is like you're not gonna be able to get it out of your clothes. And you can hear it as it moves. It's making like guttural noises and babbling, but it sounds like it's like 20 different voices all talking together, or talking over each other.
Does it sound like a language or just like gibberish?
It sounds like gibberish. Less gibberish and more like zombie-like moaning.
Yeah, that sucks.
Do you want to take a peek at it?
I'm gonna roll something real quick. Hold on.
He's doing the do it for the vine roll.
Yeah, I'm doing the how stupid is horrid roll. Yeah, I'd like to look at it.
Okay, sounds good. So because you already rolled crit on a save, I'll let you're on stealth. I'll let you roll stealth again with advantage, for you to remain unseen while you look at this thing.
Okay. 22.
Okay, one moment. Let me. Ba-ba-ba. Okay. Well, this thing. Well, I'll roll. It'd have to roll really well. It does not see you. What you see is. I'm gonna just pull the picture. Up.
Oh, great. He sees a giant spider. Got you. I really like snakes as well. I hope this doesn't. What the actual fuck?
That's where the ogres went.
Oh my god.
You see a construct of ogres, all of them zombified, one attached to another, attached to another, attached to another, like a serpent, like a snake.
Oh my god, it's
The ogre centipede.
fucking son of a bitch! You literally beat me to it like 1 second. You fuck.
It is called an ogre-pede.
Nice. That is horrifying.
Well, I
It
know
is-
what I'm seeing in my nightmares tonight. Thank you for that.
It is horrifying. It smells awful, and it looks like you can get a pretty good. Why don't you give me a perception check, and I'll give you details.
Do you want
See if
the
I crit
details?
this fucking perception check when I really don't want to. I'm going to be so annoyed. Oh, sorry. 17.
You can see that it is roughly stitched together, each body one into another one. And this is someone put care into this thing.
Well,
How many? Can I
oozes
estimate how
dark.
many ogres roughly?
20.
Someone subdued and stitched 20 ogres together.
Yeah, let's say 12. I think 12 is probably a more reasonable number.
Okay, 20.
Ogres are
Okay,
big
sorry, 12.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's
All of them. You can see that it is literally has these pockets of oozing this black material. And as it drips off of this thing, you can see that it sizzles in the ground and sort of dissipates and like goes into the soil itself.
great.
Okay.
They've got an ogre pede.
I imagine you're like hidden in the rafters of this building, and you just
Ulrich is like so horrified that he doesn't even remember to like duck back around. He's just kind of like, "What the fuck?"
and you can see this thing smell in the air. You hear a dozen nostrils go.
Uh-oh.
And looks around, and then it continues off downstream, leaving the village. The really unsettling thing is it's very quiet as it moves. If it weren't for the trees getting crushed, it slithers. The smell and the tree crushed, but other than that, like hearing-wise, it's very quiet.
This place is scary and I don't like it.
This place is scary.
Oh,
So that thing's heading downstream
Yep.
to where I presume the Dwergar still are.
Presumably.
We should probably go and deal with that. Gonna be honest. Don't really know where that stacks up on Hydra versus Ogre-pede, but that sounds like it'd be bad.
do you think it's worth exploring the inside of that cave that you're in first, and or exploring whether or not this pole can control the Hydra?
How fast was it moving? Is it like normal, like, you know,
More normal speed.
normal
Here,
speed?
I'll look it up. Moving speed.
I believe there's a stat block for a thing called a fucking ogre pede.
Oh, that's horrifying. It has a climb speed.
God.
Great. It'd be even more horrifying if I had a fly speed, so I'm going to take my bonuses when I can get them.
It moves at roughly 40 feet per round.
Oh, so yeah, that's actually even faster than us. So, fuck. If it gets away from us for even like a couple of minutes, we might struggle to catch it up and catch up to it in time. So probably is something we'd have to deal with like immediately.
What, you want us to hunt it down and kill it just now?
I mean, the alternative is that all the miners die, or a decent
sounds like
chunk of miners die, and we don't
That
get
sounds
paid.
like a prob them, not a prob me.
Yeah, but then we don't get paid, and that is a problem us.
Oh, no, that is a problem. Okay.
Anyway, we should probably once it's got a safe distance, I guess
Yeah,
we'll
I'll scurry out.
exit the cave.
Cry a bit.
I'll scurry out and then describe the disgusting thing as a. It
Yeah.
was
All the rest, Metal in the
huge.
cave just saw this like thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, I understand there are a great many things that can be made with necromancy. Perhaps this is a creation of that. Certainly sounds fusing multiple bodies of ogres together.
Yeah, some people are doing some really weird things up here. Maybe this isn't the best place to settle a town.
Perhaps it was not, but it is too late now. But having said that, if that is going on downstream, it will eventually find our group of miners, and if they die, then, well, it becomes a lot more troublesome for all of us. So,
The existence of this creature brings up some interesting questions.
it certainly does. What? I mean, such a creature, it is not created by accident, that is for sure. And still, I imagine it was likely someone created it with the very express purpose in mind to create it. So something is going on in this land.
I
Still,
think the first question we need to address, though, is do we engage?
Do we engage the 12 ogres all tied together and crawling around the I'd say no
I would
to
say,
that.
We came to this land to eliminate the threats and make our
We came to this
fortune.
land to find the threats.
I mean,
Well, not much help if the city with setup gets trampled beneath dead ogre bodies.
there is a possibility. If that staff indeed can control a hydra, perhaps we could use that to turn it on the ogre thing.
Either way, we need to get eyes on it again. We should probably get moving.
Indeed. Also, just while we're there and hiding in the cave, like, did it just sort of carry on further into the cliff face, or was it
Down.
approach?
The cave itself. Yeah, there's a tunnel behind you. It goes deeper inland, or
Yeah.
in the cave.
Yeah, cool. So it's not like it's a short path that just sort of ends immediately.
It's like 10, 15 feet that way.
All right. Well, yes, perhaps we should explore further afterwards then. But that is probably something that needs to be dealt with soon, or at the very least, the miners need to be informed. I really do not care. It's more of an inconvenience if they die than anything, but still, best if we not deal with the consequences.
You think we can? And there's no guarantee that it's actually going to go as far down as them, but we still need to make sure that they're aware.
Indeed. I mean, unless, of course, our short friend here wishes to sneak past the ogre and speak to the Dwerga, then perhaps that is another option, rather than fight it.
I'm happy to use my skills however I can, but I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to get past that and outrun it. It's rather lithe.
Certainly did seem so, yes. Having said that, we should probably get a move on if we're going to...
Yeah. I assumed like after we said we should try and catch up, we were
Okay,
walking
yeah.
and talking.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so are we actually all agreed to say that we kind of have to go and deal with this?
Yeah.
Okay.
As a player, yes, as a character, I'm not very happy. But
Yeah, kind of the same.
yeah,
Player, yeah, we definitely do, because the minus die, suddenly
We're fucked.
our job gets way harder.
I mean, take it from me. Death's fine.
I
mean-
don't want to really experience it.
Yeah, but I imagine that whatever was in them also died, so that death is less fine in this area. Yeah, we should probably sort of get a move on and try and like keep an eye on it from a distance at the moment.
So let's
Well,
go.
his path should be pretty easy to follow because it's a lot of foliage around here, right, Ryan? So we should be able to at least follow the trampled.
It recently rained. This thing is leaving a lot of big
Yeah.
path in the soft
Yeah.
mud ground. Yeah, you couldn't miss it.
Yeah, we'll follow behind, or at least follow in view of its trail.
Sounds good. Never quite sure how to describe this in D&D. It's how it goes. This thing, if you fight this thing with just charge it with no other planned benefits or like bonuses to yourself or clever thinking or anything like that, I'm pretty sure it'll kill y'all.
Yeah,
Good to know.
High danger.
Better hope that thing does in fact control a Hydra there.
If there's a Hydra around for it to control.
yeah.
We're by the
And how far
by the
inland is the place we think it's going?
It went downriver, not inland.
Okay, but it's like how that's what I'm saying. How far inland is the town we're trying to protect?
They were fairly
On the
close to it. I mean,
It's on the river.
the Dwegar, they were camping, I'm presuming, a little ways away from the river.
Oh yeah, the Durgar are a good like 80 feet away from the river on the hillside, or on the top of the hill.
Yeah, so... Yeah, let's go with that. Oh, fuck me. I know this is a long shot and I already failed that check, but because we are kind of relying on the crux of this staff, could I take another look at the staff while we're walking?
What are you looking for? If you could tell me something specific, about that very specific thing.
So with the comprehend languages, they've got some understanding of, well, I guess, ogre writing. Just trying to figure out more the purpose of the staff. If it does have a purpose, it seems to have something attached to it.
I will. Let me look at your character sheet real quick, please. Lucira.
Sure.
Give me a knowledge nature.
Knowledge and nature. Okay. I do not have inspiration. Acceptable.
Very good.
Okay. It was. If you asked for something specific, yeah. Okay. Probably would have been animal handling or survival instead, but nature's fine. It is not functioning via magic. It might have runes on it, but those are like good luck runes that don't really do anything. You know that. You already figured that part out. This is like an animal, like training stick.
Okay. So
Animal handling probably would have been the better roll, but you rolled a fucking 17. It's fine.
Good, because I was never making animal handling check.
Well, you rolled 17. It's fine. Yeah, this is some sort of like animal. Like this isn't like mind control. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's not compelling.
this is
yet,
you
it's
get hit with the stick.
instruction.
You're a bad dog. Sort of
okay.
thing.
Yeah.
We might be able to psychologically abuse it into helping us by waving around the
Yeah,
beating
basically.
stick.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if it works, it works. However, also, Horik doesn't need to know that bit, so I could just tell him it's a compulsion and he can magically control it. He won't know. But having said that, we can't even fucking outrun this thing either. I mean, I think, honestly, so either we can just buy time, split up, and fucking run away from it, or we can gamble on the Hydra thing. One or the other. But we do kind of have to deal with this thing.
Is the storm still going on?
No. That's gone.
Also, I should probably mention we have to deal with this thing if it continues on to wet.
Yeah, we can follow from the inland side of the trail and hope that it passes by. But if it doesn't, we have to do something about it.
Yeah.
But we don't have. There's no point engaging it until we know it's actually going to be causing some kind of.
Yeah, absolutely. If it turns out that it doesn't, we don't have to deal with it right now. We probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
But yeah. So let's just keep an eye on it for now. If it does certainly become a threat to them, we'll have to deal with it.
Okay. What would you guys like to do?
I'd like to follow from the inland side of the trails and follow
let's do
where it's
that.
going.
Good thing you guys have water walk. You can just walk across the river.
Oh yeah, sure, we can do that as well.
Yep. And you're tail the ogre, right?
Yes, to try.
Tail it to what point? Are you guys just gonna oh, he's found the ogre, the dwarves, and we're gonna keep tailing it while he eats the dwarves? It's
if it becomes a threat, if it definitely comes along onto the dwarf, or if it finds the dwarves and it's definitely a threat to them, which it sounds like it definitely will be, we will probably have to start a fight with it and hopefully buy some time for them to get away.
You guys tail it other side of the river, hilltops, walking along.
Also, it's on the opposite side of the river to them, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so again, it might not be a threat to them at the moment.
It was sniffing the air, so it's following some smell.
Probably.
And if it continues down the river, it will run into the village or the town.
Oh yeah, but that's a ways down. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's not worth thinking about. A couple hours extra.
That's. Yeah, we just
a good portion of the day is spent trailing this thing. You guys stay out of sight of it, a good distance away. But you have height, and this thing is just sort of looking forward. It doesn't seem too bright, honestly. But you essentially catch up to it more or less relatively soon, and just follow it along for a good portion of the day. You're at the village early morning ish, and now it's late afternoon. So you have a couple more hours of sunlight. You have how to say, a little bit further down the river, and it will be at where the dwarves were left.
Right. Well, it seems. Auric, do you think you could hurry along ahead of us and see if you could warn them to get away from it?
We'll see what I can do.
That's hard running.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's really role-playing the character now.
Disappears. Okay.
Drops from the Discord.
Before, halflings are natural sprinters and marathoners. And
over short distances.
Several hills later, Horak, you're able to get to where you left the dwarves at. And you look around and you don't see the dwarves automatically. Can you give me some sort of perception check?
See if they're fucking burrowed underground and I'm just left here on top of that fucking thing. I'm gonna kill someone. 24.
Oof.
Nice.
There is a large there's a flat stone that you see on top of the hill. And you notice that whole area has been moved. And you see raw dirt around it. You go over and just kick out the stone, and a Durgar head pops up from underneath the stone, and it looks like they've burrowed down underneath and using that stone as a door as essence. And you look past the first Durgar and you see all the 8 others behind him, and they're just sort of sitting around a circle
Playing cards.
They're playing cards, yeah. They've created a little dome thing in there. Yeah. He said, what do you want? Oh, the town. How's everything going? Feel
Yeah,
the
fine.
Hydra yet?
No, there's like some kind of big ogre monster coming this way. So, keep an eye out.
And maybe don't be
Durgar
here.
nods and looks to his side, looks down at the other Durgar, and just closes the door.
I don't know if they'll protect you, but okay. Also, why don't you play cards with me?
Let us know when it's safe to come out there. We're good in here.
Son of a. Okay.
They in fact were not good in there.
You don't think that'll be enough to protect them?
I mean, if you could kick the rock open, I'm pretty sure that thing can lift it.
Can I kick the rock open?
Yeah, absolutely. You had to find it first, though.
It is concealment over cover.
That thing can smell them. Anyway, okay. So now that they're not an immediate danger,
So,
Horik
Horik,
thinks
you
they'll be fine.
run back to the party, or what are you up to?
Yeah, I'm gonna run back to the party because I think they'll be fine.
The rest of them
Okay.
playing cards.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and also those bastards won't play cards with me.
kind of really deserve to die then, don't they?
Yeah,
Horik, as you're running back, you see there is a swan in the river, just sort of paddling downstream. And then it very quickly is swallowed whole by a serpentine snake head coming out of the water, grabbing it and pulling it down under. The Hydra's in the river, basically where the Durgar left it, just up the river from them.
Interesting.
The Hydra's right next to the little town.
Didn't seem to move much then, did it?
No, it didn't.
I'm telling you, it's chained up.
I thought, wait, no, he didn't reestablish it's not.
He didn't establish anything.
No, the dwarves did though.
The dwarves didn't see, and they were worried about like moving up and down the river. As what they definitely did or did not see, like you don't know, you weren't there.
Fucking dwarves, man. That thing's chained up, then suddenly this entire thing has turned out to be redundant.
Who would leave the Hydra unchained?
People who have been
They're
turned
dead.
into ogre centipedes.
They
An
don't want to get.
irresponsible owner.
They don't get choice in the matter anymore.
No, but I'm just saying, before you go out, everybody knows wallet, keys, chain up the Hydra. That's the three-step process.
It could just it could be just chilling out. It's not necessarily chained.
It's just one head.
I mean, yeah, it's one swan. You don't need 7 heads to eat a swan.
No, yeah, I get that. And then I'm like, how far away am I?
You're on the hillside, away from it, 120 feet, a good distance.
I'm gonna just quickly shake the stick at it.
How much are you shaking the stick at it?
I'm gonna give it like a 60% shake.
You're too far away.
Okay.
Not loud enough.
Ow.
You have to shake it. Like you really have to shake it.
You gotta mean it.
You have to mean it. Yeah.
I'm gonna jog back with my stick.
At that, you see a Hydra head pop out of the ground and look around like a periscope. And then you see several more pop up and look around like several periscopes. And this thing, do you continue shaking it?
I mean, I was trying to run, but yeah, sure.
Oh, I thought you were... Okay, well, you made it sound like you're shaking it a whole bunch.
He was shaking
fuck
while
that,
he
yeah,
was
sure.
running.
I'll shake. I'll
You made
stand there.
shaking noises.
I'm gonna. If I'm starting to move and then it starts popping up because the movement's like thing, then I'm gonna shake it like a Polaroid picture.
What a weird
Okay.
saying.
Shake it.
With the continued rattling, the Hydra head all point directly at you, and it starts to emerge its body from the water, and
I did not think this through.
it trots over to you.
For the
I got my like skull mask on as well. I don't know if that affects.
Do you continue running? Like that gives you
Plus one to wisdom to fear checks, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's a halfling. He already has that, doesn't he?
No.
Can you give me a roll wisdom saving throw against fear with advantage because of the mask? I thought
Sure.
halflings had
And
is it a subtype?
I've got it against poison, but I don't have it against them.
It's-
Oh no, I do have good brave. That's against being frightened.
That's But
Oh, what did
This is-
no my
It was some bonus to
Oh shit! Don't
Oh,
you just give me
frightened.
this? Yeah, I already stayed. No, frightened
Frightened
and
is-
fear are different. Yeah.
yeah, frightened and fear. So the mask gives you advantage against fear. This gives you already have advantage against frightened.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. Whatever. Just roll me a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Our wisdom saving throws are just like they set a roll as well. They don't even have a plus to them. We got a 14.
14 is good enough. You can deduce this thing is reacting to the stick, so you can do whatever you think is best instead of just running away in fear. If you want to continue running away in fear, like be my guest. But
I mean,
So now we've got to the point that all Oryx seems to often get to. I've shaken the stick. The eye just came out of the water towards me. I wanted to do something. There is no possible way to communicate that.
you got a stick.
I'm gonna. Do I even have a rough idea of where the thingy is?
Yeah, you had to run past it when you're coming down here. It's like around the bend, up a bit.
I'm gonna point the stick that way and then make a lot of biting motions.
You have a mask on.
Yeah, but it's only the top of a skull.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I thought. Yeah, I think you're right. It is.
It wouldn't be. Surely the jawbone's not included in the mask.
You gesture to your left upstream, and all the heads look upstream, and it looks back at you. And it's a good distance away from you. It's still like 60 feet away from you, like trotting. It's not charging. It's not walking. It's like trotting up to you.
Quick, do the Velociraptor hand out thing.
I'm gonna sit down and see if it sits down with me.
You sit down, and it makes its way to you, and it stops a good 10 feet away from you. Still within range of its heads if it wanted to eat you. Give me one moment.
A fart fear escapes.
I just love the idea that Hart did this, and then as it was trotting up to him, he's like, "Man, I did not think this all the way through."
It's kind of like, this is why he's a kleptomaniac.
It is hard. It is hard to read their expressions because they're snake monsters. But it hasn't eaten you yet.
Promising
They seem very
start.
focused on you though. Other than that, it seems like a beast.
How far away are my friends?
They're a good like half kilometer away, quarter kilometer maybe.
This was further than I thought.
You ran ahead. That's a quarter kilometer.
I assume they would also be running, not walking. Ah.
Further away than the ogre monster.
You run very fast.
This is true. I am lightning quick.
You are a natural sprinter.
Well, shit.
I mean, it's not eating you, so promising start.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't know when that'll stop.
Yeah. So this it sits there looking at you, all its heads sort of measuring you up, and then one of them takes a nipping bite at you. It doesn't attack you and eat you whole or bite you in half, but it makes a nipping attack, stopping a foot away from you.
I will.
No, down, boy, down.
Yeah.
Can you get like a spray bottle?
What's the equivalent of a newspaper to the nose, but for a hydra?
We'd like to hit it with a stick.
Bop its nose with the stick. It's not actually a stick, it's one big bit of rolled up parchment.
If I fuck this up, I'm dead.
Entirely possible.
Hey, let's go
How
take
did
the
I-
rattle and taunt the Hydra.
How did I get here?
On the plus side, if this does work, you have a pet Hydra, and suddenly everyone is terrified of you.
Not everyone.
I'm not gonna hit it with this stick, but I'm gonna go. Whoa.
You're going to intimidate it?
Hey, I'm gonna, you can't try and bite me.
Can you give me an intimidation roll?
Jesus.
How many
Um,
disadvantages?
He has the stick. I think he should have advantage.
Hell yeah.
The stick is scary. It's a scary Hydra stick.
Please. Oh, that's not good.
3.
Okay.
That's not good.
You go, "Rah, rah, 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 rah," and it head backs off for a second, and then one of the mouths just bites you in the leg and just drags you down towards the river. Not like oh it's gonna eat you. It's just fucking with you and dragging towards the river.
It's a giant poppy hydra.
Drinks can breathe underwater, right?
I have water walk on still.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Do you
take
just-
your legs.
Do you just get
It's gonna-
crushed? Do you just get crushed on the surface because you can't?
Yeah, no,
pass
it's just gonna take the legs. But it is you're prone and it's pulling you towards the river. It's gonna take several rounds for you to get there.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I'd like to not be, not. Yeah, you know what, fuck it. Right, now that it's actually holding me, I'm going to bop it in the nose with the stick.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
Any pluses?
Can you convince me of anything?
Nope.
Oh, it's grapple. Hold on. What are the rules for grapple? Don't you have advantage? Against...
No.
I thought something that if
Well,
it's grappled, it has advantage.
If it's got him grappled, it just means his speed is 0. But that's and I think he gets disadvantage on dex saves. I don't remember actually. I only remember the speed 0 thing.
Give me one moment.
Let me check
Just
roll
because
20.
this might be important. Yeah.
Conditions, grapple.
I am going to
It
use
becomes
my.
0.
Yeah, no, there's nothing.
nothing.
That's restrained, which I was thinking of.
I'm going to use my psychic power,
Yeah.
psychic whispers, and choose the Hydra as the creature that's near me and try and talk to it psychically.
Oh
shit,
shit! I forgot you had this.
So did I, which is why I'm on my way to my death.
It has so many heads, though.
It's still on.
Creature.
Okay, that sounds fine. Can you link me the thing you're using just so I can understand it perfectly?
Sure I can.
Oh fuck
There
me.
you go. There's the bit like halfway down that
You
says
should-
"Psychic."
Separate these out. Okay,
As
telepathy.
an action, choose one or more creatures. You can see up to a number of creatures equal to your proficiency bonus and then roll one psionic energy. For a number of hours equal to the number rolled, the chosen creature can speak telepathically with you and you can speak telepathically with them. To send a receiver message, no action required. You and the other creature must be within 1 mile of each other. Can't read
A
these things,
creature
can't
can't
speak
use
any
this
languages.
telepathy if it can't speak any languages, and a creature can end the. Yeah, it didn't. No, I didn't speak English.
Doesn't speak any languages.
That's a well. Okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Let me double check and see
I
if
think
Hydra's.
it's a beast or monstrosity, so it doesn't have.
Yeah, so do I.
Creature
Right, you know.
languages, yeah.
No languages.
Okay. Then if my friends are wait, do I need to see them? Hold on.
They're a couple minutes away.
No, I need to see them to establish the links. That's fine. All right, then I'm just going to bop it in the nose.
Okay, give me an attack roll
Okay, just
with
a one.
no advantages. Yeah. Well.
What's the attack
Plus-
with strength? What, dex or strength?
Um.
1d20 plus proficiency, no?
Is it?
Not I did?
So it's a quarterstaff. So you would be.
Okay.
It's versatile. There's no. So it'd be blah. Just strength.
It's versatile. It's not versatile. It is versatile.
Versatile means handed. It's versatile.
Versatile means you
It's
can
not-
use it as a dex or strength weapon, right?
No, versatile means you can use it one or two handed.
What's the one
Think-
for balanced? Is that what it is?
No, finesse is if it's
Finesse,
finesse
that's
weapon
the
you
one,
can
okay.
use.
Yeah.
Does that mean I've got a -2?
You have proficiency though.
Yeah, you have proficiency. So
Yeah,
it's
so 1d20
it's
plus 3
1d20
-2.
plus proficiency plus
Yeah.
strength.
Yeah, my strength is -2.
Yeah, 1d20
Yeah,
plus
okay.
1.
14.
Let me see that. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, it hits. You bop it right in the head. Give me an actual damage roll though. That's the one that really matters.
What's the damage on this?
1d8.
Plus strength.
Only a
Plus
shillelagh put
strength?
through that stat.
Yeah.
So I'm minusing 2 from this as well?
Yeah.
2.
That's pretty weak. You bop it, and it's not enough to let go of you. But it does like close its eyes when it gets bopped in the head, and then the head that has you like in its mouth just looks up at you, and the creature stops pulling you towards the water, and all the heads are just sort of staring at you now. What would you like to do? Like you're still in this thing's mouth. It's not causing pain, but it's not pulling you towards the river anymore.
I'd like to get out of his mouth, so can we do the opposed track grapple check?
Yeah, absolutely.
Acrobatics, yeah. Anyone?
Ooh.
23. 23?
Hold on.
Oh,
Fail, so he gets his extra thing.
Maybe.
yes. Cybolted Knack. You can add a silent energy die to it.
Yeah, I thought that. Okay, it's 1d8.
What are we doing?
The psi bolstered knack means that any skill checks I'm proficient at, I can add a 1d8 to it at 5th level.
After the roll?
Yeah, because it's after you fail.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, that's enough. So what does that look like you getting out then?
I bop it, it closes its eyes, I like twist my legs, sort of, probably losing some of the trouser out of its mouth and like roll into where its feet are, I guess.
Okay. Sounds good. You're free of this thing, and it is just you're in the mud field, and it's just staring at you.
And then I'm going to go and point and shake the stick towards where I think the big thing is. Does it move its head?
Like some of them do. The rest are staring at you. This thing seems overall confused.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Just real quick, we'll come back to you in a bit. The rest of the party, you guys sent Hork up forward to the dwarves, and you guys have view on the Ogrepede going up ahead. Are you guys continuing to trail it, or would you guys continue like run along with Hork and follow up ahead so you like meet up with the miners? What do you think you would have done?
I mean, probably. Well, I guess both. We need to keep an eye on the Ogrepede because that's kind of the defining thing, I think. Because we don't know about the Hydra other than it's a maybe right now. The Ogrepede is a definite threat. Hydra is a possible threat.
Yeah, it's be if you're planning on like intercepting it when it goes to the dwarves if the dwarves are still there. Whereas if you guys stay back, like if it comes across the dwarves, you'd kill the dwarves so you can get to them.
Oh, then yeah, we'll sort of gone a bit ahead. Enough to where we could sort of intervene beforehand.
Yeah, you can still hide behind hills.
But not enough that we lose sight of it.
Peeking up over the hill every once in a while.
Yeah.
Just to keep an eye on. Okay, sounds good. Well then I think with that, that would definitely be what you come across would be as Hork ran back a bit. You would see Hork with his shaman mask and his stick his backside covered in mud. Shaking the stick at this Hydra that seems just generally bewildered.
So Lucera, how magical did you say the stick was?
He's still alive, so it seems as though it is working just fine.
That's good enough for him.
I mean, yeah, I'm as shocked as you are, but
Wait,
I
why are you
believe if I was a dangerous creature and someone stood in front of me waving a rattly stick, I might be a bit confused too.
perhaps. But it's not seem to be threatening him at all at the moment. So
I hear them.
perhaps it is something to it.
No, they're mumbling amongst themselves on a hillside, behind you, like 100 feet away, 250 feet away. Plus, you're really focused on this Hydra that's directly in front of you. I'll leave you looking around. Okay, Hork. What
He
is going to
waves
be
to
your
us
next?
using his stick arm, and then the Hydra comes charging at us.
That's not what I was going to do.
So, Hork, what's going to be your next action here?
I'm gonna start running towards where the bad ogre monster is.
Oh, okay, sounds good. Yeah. So you guys see from your view on the top of the hill, you see Hork run away from the Hydra and run upstream. And the Hydra chases after him. Hydras in general are violent and vicious creatures, so it's hard for them to do anything that doesn't look predatory. So it looks like it's just chasing him. You know this thing is faster than Hork, so it's not really catching up to him though.
Okay, well there we go. See, it seems almost docile in a way. Lucera does not believe this, but she's still going to say it because it's funny.
Yep, you guys are just watching from the hilltop. This is
You
going
may
on.
have successfully controlled it.
Okay, Hork.
Seems as
This
though
thing-
Confidence that
This-
Horik
this-
will lead into his greatest skill, running away.
Okay, Hork. Whereas this started with you leading it, running away from a predatory creature can sometimes just kick an instinct, and it kind of feels like you're being chased.
That's funny.
You're a fast guy, though. What's your plan here? What's the thing that's gonna happen? At what point do you stop running away from this thing? Because this can go on for a while.
When I see the...
Is that your plan? You're just gonna like run one beast towards another?
Yes.
I'm going to run the
We're gonna-
beasts towards each other, and I'm going to really heavily rely on the one skill that hasn't let me down so far. Touch wood, definitely jinxed it. My ability to dive into bushes and not be found.
That's good. Okay, you run. This thing is chasing you, and nipping at you. You've kicked in that hunt instinct or the pursue instinct. And you go around the river bend, and in front of you, on the other side of the river, is a ogrepede.
Warwalk.
That does not last that long. You guys have been walking for like 5 hours.
Oh, okay then.
I said the majority of the day. You
This
were
is
at the
fair.
village in the morning, and then yeah.
This is true.
I'm going to scream at the top of my lungs a howl of what I'm going to make to try and make not sound like fear, but you know, definitely isn't fear. Isn't it?
Screaming.
Huge scream.
Okay. Lucera, Callie, Madeline, you just you hear a perfectly normal reaction of screaming. I mean, it's around a bend, so you're able to stay on your hillside and just sort of watch this shit go on.
Is he on the
and
same side of the river as us?
Yes, he's on the same side of the river as you.
The other beast isn't.
No, but
My plan
I have to be within 30 feet of you to give you water walk again.
No, don't worry about it. So, yeah.
We just need to get it close enough to. Wait, you said you saw the ogrepede, didn't you? Or didn't
Oh
you?
yeah, he's
I'm screaming at the ogre like I'm trying to draw its attention.
Okay, then yeah. What could go wrong?
Wait, hold on. What's my psychic daggers? I don't think it has a psychic dagger.
Funnily enough, I do have some good animal handling.
We should probably give you the staff. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I probably should have given him the staff, anyways.
Never came up.
No, I found that it's me. No, of course, we should have given him this stuff. There's a lot of things we should have done.
But we're here.
When
now.
a weapon says no long range, it means like you cannot use it long range, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still throw it. It's not going to do any damage.
No, then I won't be. How wide is the river?
60.
40 to 60 feet, depending.
How wide is this part? How far away is the ogre thick?
100. Other side of the river, let's say 60 feet.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna psychic blade it.
So, okay, where have you three on the hillside watching this shit go on? A good distance away. We got him.
60 feet is the maximum range I can do this.
Y'all can see the little map I have drawn, right?
Okay, I was just like, it's not actually that big, is it? Yeah. They're actually all
Just so
stuff.
people know what's going on.
Can I get some popcorn?
Okay, we're gonna do what? Either it's noticed me, in which case I don't need to do this attack, or it's not noticed me and I get a sneak attack.
It notices you. You're screaming.
Like sneak attack.
So you're using your ability to like psychically throw project item like weapons.
Yeah, my side dagger just appears in the hand that's not holding the thing, and I fling it out, and it like does like stop motion animation across the way that's in the head.
So what are you doing here? What are you specifically doing? You're taking your staff.
I want to get there is a river between me and the thing I want the Hydra to fight. The Hydra, I don't think I'm going to be able to dictate the Hydra to go and fight it without it posing some kind of threat. So I want to get the Ogrepede's attention. I've screamed at it, but I don't know if it'll turn around and look at me. But now I've attacked it. Well, I don't know if it knows it's me that's attacked it. But
Okay, so
Exactly.
roll 20 chat. You're basically that, right?
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much.
That's pretty much the idea of this.
Gonna try and not get hit by the tail at the end, I guess.
Actually, that is what happens in the scene, isn't it?
I think so.
Or wait, I got a better one. Whatever. It was yes, that. Okay, sounds good. The ogre, the Ogrepede, sees you. All the mouths bellow in anger. It sounds horrific. And then it dives into the river
God, that's terrifying.
towards you.
I point the stick and shake and shout as loud as I can at the river.
The Hydra is you shaking in that direction, but it's just focused on you at this point.
You don't know the command words it's learned.
And shaking it is just like it's super focused on you, not what you're shaking at right now. I'm gonna say you have one round to decide to do something. What would you like to do?
I would probably put the Hydra between you and it.
Yeah, I'm going to scramble underneath the Hydra. No,
Well, that's interesting one.
Underneath or behind?
behind. No, because I was going to say I'm going to try and run up it, but if I do that, then I'm not going to be able to get out of the way. I really just want to hide. Is there foliage nearby? No?
There's a single bush next to the river.
Next to the river?
That's where bushes grow.
That's not true. Bushes grow ever. Look at the fucking things on your screen. There's a big
Okay.
forest.
No, that's downriver. This is where you guys are. That's the bush right there.
All of that grass is taller than me.
I give you one bush. That's what you get.
Monty Python's How Not to Be Seen.
There's no way I can do some kind of performance to get it to fucking.
All this is happening within the 6 seconds of the halfling's brain.
I'm gonna hide
Where are you gonna hide?
in the bush.
You're gonna dive in the bush. What are you doing with the stick? You take it with you?
I'm gonna plant it in the ground.
Sounds good. You plant it in the ground. Can
How far away are we?
you roll? You're over 100 feet away. You're just staring at
Oh,
this.
okay.
Unless you guys want to move closer. No one mentioned anything about that. Roll me a hide check, please, or stealth check, please.
You guys. Oh, great.
Oh,
No, well, I'll take it. It's you still
Same
rolled a
check.
20. Okay, yeah,
That's
you
like
fucking.
the third time you've done this. What the fuck?
I know. It's specifically with stealth. You plant the stick in the ground, and then you just dive into the bush.
My headcanon is that Horik plants the stick in the ground, goes to dive into the bush, hits the stick, and then like rolls into the bush.
So you guys, amazing roll, but still, like you see him dive into the bush. The rest of the party, the Hydra, was chasing you. As soon as you planted the thing in the ground, and you dive in the bush, it sort of stops. Like, oh, playtime's over. And then the ogre centipede emerges from the water like a goddamn crocodile, and slams into the Hydra.
Oh no, I like the Hydra, sort of.
Fine, we can come to the Hydra's rescue now.
Yeah.
Lucera, Callie, and Madeline, you've seen this shit go on. You've seen these two very large creatures fighting each other. It's like some goddamn King Kong versus
Godzilla.
Godzilla. Thank you, Godzilla.
Oh, Godzilla.
Is there anything you would like to do while you're watching this?
I really want that stick, but I think it's a bit dangerous
Yeah.
to get her right now.
I mean, we could probably afford to get a bit closer.
How far away are we?
100 feet.
I
You're
do
top
have
level.
I do have a spell that I could use to give the Hydra some assistance.
Very funny, actually. Proxy warfare. We're just gonna fight Hydra. Yeah, the will approach and get to a. So we're what? We were 100 feet.
Yeah, you're on top of the hill.
Frick it, she'll just dash to get to like 50 or 60.
I'll
Madeline will follow with that.
And draw her rapier.
Oh, you're going melee with it?
No, but I can cast spells and still have a melee weapon in hand.
Okay,
So
sounds good. Sounds good.
I'm gonna move 30 feet up and fuck it, I am gonna cast this spell. I'm going to cast Call Lightning.
Okay.
You get it?
Link it.
oh fuck me, that's a spell and a half.
Well, a good time to use a level 3 spell.
Yeah, so I can see an area where cloud would appear. Under the cloud, and it's going to be on, let's say, near the rear side of the Ogrepede, so the splash damage doesn't hit the Hydra, if you know what I mean.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Can
you give me damage? 3d10.
And that's why I was asking if there was still the storm.
Oh, I can
Because
just keep going.
it gives an extra d10 if there's a storm. So let's do Call Lightning.
It's drizzly. Would you call drizzly a storm?
No, but that's how I was asking beforehand if there was.
Yeah. Oh no, it was an actual like democratic. I didn't want to hear you guys say. Okay, 12 damage. Sounds good. I'll note that down. And then Madeline. Is Madeline do anything?
I'd be going along with Lucera, and he's getting range of spells and stuff, so I'd sprint forward. 60 foot. So within 60 foot, sorry.
Within 60 feet, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's good. These two behemoths are battling the hell out of each other. The Hydra is doing a lot of damage and ripping chunks out of this thing, but it is not enjoying the taste, and like there's a lot of vomiting going on from these heads as well.
Yeah. Imagine.
The Ogrepede, undead entity, doesn't feel pain. Just keeps on walloping and punching this thing, and after the first round, rips one of the Hydra's heads off, and two heads sprout out. Okay. What would you guys like to do again?
Do we initiative at this point?
No.
No.
Callie, Lucera, and Madeline are your own turn. Horik, if you want to do something different, let me know. But
Nope.
Yep. And then the monsters have their own initiative. This is more of a Go ahead. Lucera, what would you like to do?
So I'm at. I think I said I'm at 60 feet now, right?
Yep.
All right, I'm just going to try something. It will probably fail, but I'm going to try it anyway. I'll sort of walk forward to at 30 feet, and then I'm going to use my second level spell to cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp.
Okay.
I need a strength saving throw from this thing.
From the Ogrepede.
Yup.
Strength saving throw. Oh my god.
It's going to be real high. Yeah, there we go. I thought so.
Yeah.
But no, but it's still going on. And yeah, that's...
Try attacking its charisma.
I can't. But yeah, that's it.
If only you were wiser.
Oh yeah, did he roll a dex check for my attack?
Didn't really see any to roll.
It's a full damage on a fail or half on a save.
Roger. Fail. Okay.
All
Full
right.
damage.
yeah.
Sounds good. Okay. Callie, you're just gonna continue bringing down lightning.
I want to keep moving 30 feet. I want to get close to the stick. If possible, but I'm
Okay.
still going to.
If you
I'm
move
gonna
any
call
closer, you're gonna be out. You're gonna be in the mud field. You're gonna be out in the open.
Okay. The stick won't matter if the Hydra dies, so I'll stay where I am and call in another lightning.
Sounds good. God damn, these are heavy bolts. Okay, I'll roll a dex save. Ooh. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh,
Dude, Core Lightning
Don't-
is such a fucking good spell.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
don't
so
fight.
good.
Don't fight Callie. That does a lot of damage. I think the back end of this thing just it pops, essentially. Yeah,
No,
and
don't describe it as popping.
Go on.
Just stop.
Like a boil.
I hate it.
Let me just see. Damn, I was hoping to find that gif of the guy blowing up a whale with dynamite. Anyways. Okay, yeah. The back of it ceases to be. Well, it's now everywhere, and hot and smelly.
Rapid,
Okay,
unplanned
Madeline.
disassembly.
Madeline, what would you like to do?
Mind sliver.
Ha!
Nice.
Does Mind Sliver have a special thing to it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Minus
If it's-
D.
Minus D4 to dexterity, please.
Well, no, it's just to its next saving throw.
Sorry.
The next saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Sorry.
Intelligence saving throw. Let's see what this thing's intelligence is.
I'm gonna assume
Surprise.
no.
Surprisingly, not as bad as I thought it'd be.
Oh,
Nope,
really?
still fails. Okay. Daryl, you need to remind me next time it rolls a saving throw, if you would.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just relax
It does
and
damage. 1d6?
2d6.
Oh, you already rolled. My bad. You already rolled.
6 damage, yeah.
Yeah, already rolled. Okay, sounds good.
1. Ugh.
With the so everyone already went good. With the lightning calling down and ripping this thing apart, because it's undead, it still doesn't seem to like even notice the back end of it's gone, and it's still just beating the shit out of this Hydra and going all at it because it has so many arms, just grabbing all the heads and it's just ripping the shit out of the Hydra. Hydra's fighting back, but this is not an even fight. Okay.
Huh, I got fucked up.
Orc, is there anything you'd like to do? You're safe from
Power and hide.
Sounds good. Okay. Lucira, Callie, and Madeline. Lucira, what would you like to do next?
Okay. Well, so the strength thing obviously didn't work, didn't think it would, but I see that Madeline just used a very effective spell. So I'm also going to use Mind Sliver.
And it's
We're just
negative.
gonna bully the shit out of it.
So I'll roll an intelligence save at negative 1d4.
Yeah.
Not necessary, it fails. Okay, and 7
no,
damage.
actually, yeah, 7 damage, and to its next saving throw as well, which
Sounds
Wait,
good, Kelly.
yeah, I was going to say, Madeline, do you mind if I take the middle slot here? I'm going to lightning bolt.
Okay. Dex saving throw.
Damn, not great, but
Just
still.
1d4.
What's this thing's? Oh, Jesus Christ! This is a lot of HP.
Mhm.
Okay, deck save with negative. Okay.
Nice.
The lightning bolt just keeps working its way up the long form of this thing and frying and exploding off bits.
Truly the definition of ass blasting.
Yeah, half this thing is gone at this point. The front half though, it doesn't have like the leverage it had before, but it's still just punching, thrashing. Madeline, what would you like to do?
I think I'll probably just do the same thing again.
Sounds good. Mind blade. I'm not rolling until fuck, I'll roll this. I'll just say, yeah,
Another
okay.
one? Come on. I'm doing like no damage here. Come on.
What you're doing is
Step
you're
up,
reducing
Madeline,
its
good save.
ability.
Okay.
Yeah.
End of that round. The ogre. Let me look real quick. Come on. Where you at? Okay. The Ogrepede is ripped all to shreds and exploded up. The Hydra's gotten beat in way worse though. And you just see it get smacked down
No!
and just not get back up.
No! Henry!
And the Ogrepede looks over at you three, Lucira, Callie, and Madeline.
I really thought the Hydra would last longer.
Quickly resurrect it.
It may not be dead. Oh god, it's
Lucira
going to
would-
become undead.
What would you like? Oh, and if Mind Shard. So you guys all have like the same initiative for this battle, essentially. We don't have to in the order of Lucira, Callie, and Madeline. If Callie wants to go first.
I
Yeah,
like
take it
having
back.
someone with Mind Sliver going first before me.
Madeline just did Mind Sliver.
Yeah, so it's still up.
There is,
Yeah,
there is,
so-
yeah. There's a
Okay, so
stack.
people okay with me throwing some more lightning at it?
Yeah, sure.
Negative 21.
We could have
Well,
taken that Hydra out.
I don't know how much damage this thing does.
The Hydra? Yeah, probably with just some dwarven help. And then you would have had to fight this thing by yourself. God, this thing fucking sucks. 21 damage. Okay, yeah, it hits again. And all of the lower body is gone. Just the upper body is left.
Just the
It
three
is
ogres.
still
together.
moving though. It's still moving. Lucira or Madeline, which you prefer to go first?
How close is it?
60 feet.
Lucira, you can go ahead.
Sure. Again, it's something that potentially would be very funny, but let's see. I'm going to
I think
cast.
Madeline's going left next, so she can do the soul
Mind Sliver?
mind sliver. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to use my another second level spell to cast Wither and Bloom.
Such a good spell.
You know what? I really don't like that damage roll, so I'm just going to do something real quick. See which one's better. Hey, yeah, sure. I'll take the 8 damage instead.
Okay, sounds good.
And also, the Hydra gets to roll its hit die.
No.
Yep, that's
No.
Wither and Bloom. That's Wither and
No.
Bloom. Deal damage to one, heal another.
Says a creature of my choice. It doesn't have to be a friendly.
See?
They don't
This
have
is
hit
the
dice,
best.
but it doesn't have hit dice, but I'll do a 1d10.
Wait, I thought did creatures not get hit die?
Usually
No.
it's hit dice or a health pool.
It has helpful. It doesn't have.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Oh no, it does. A d12. You're right. It's a d12. 9. Okay.
Plus 4, so it's 13.
Okay, 13. Sounds good. The Hydra, you see the eyes pop back open. Madeline, what would you like to do?
Oh damn. Yeah, I'll just do another.
Oh, also, I'm going to sort of just like walk a little bit further away as well, so we're not all in one giant blob of us.
Yeah, friendly parties. So one grenade taken at everyone.
I'm gonna move closer.
Bold choice,
Uh,
Carl. See if that pays
I'm going to
off.
move 20 foot closer, and then I'm going to cast Mind Sliver.
Sounds good. Brain save on this dumb creature. Failure. Okay, so it's good.
Can I get in on this?
If you want to pop out, yeah. If you want to pop out,
I would like to take a psychic sneak attack.
okay. Nothing's rolling for me. Oh, there it is.
25?
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah. So that much
18.
damage.
And then
So a lot
I'm
of
gonna try and hide.
So a lot of the great, a lot of the remaining heads pop. There's still the one at the very, very top, and there's still like these moving hands. It's on its belly essentially, like prone on the ground, and that one head on top just staring directly at you, at Callie. And it tries to like crawl towards you, but the Hydra stands up and just grabs into it with all its heads, and it pull the Ogrepede into the water, and it just disappears, both of them.
Wither and Bloom, such a good spell.
So good.
Especially in this case. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was clutch.
I would like to note that neither of them are dead, so we should still be cautious.
Indeed, perhaps we should get that. I mean, that stuff seemed to be working. If the Horix state is any indication, so perhaps one of us should grab that again.
I go immediately for the stick.
I come crawling out of the bush, covered in mud, and probably some like gore.
Out of a different bush.
Yeah. Just a hole in the mud that was clawed down. Yeah, we should vacate this area immediately.
Okay. Yeah, Callie, you get the stick.
I collect the stick. How is the Hydra right now?
It's
In
underwater.
water.
It's submerged.
underwater.
It pulled its prey in like an alligator or crocodile.
Wait. I would assume.
You see a lot of thrashing, like water being moved around, but then it just goes quiet.
I really want to tame the thing.
We're not going to be able to tame the Hydra. You need to be strong enough to intimidate it.
Oh,
Well-
hey, look what I'm good at.
I mean,
It's worth a try.
that's for a non-druid who doesn't have magic that can help them with this.
Yeah, let's see how this plays out. Let's see how this plays out. Because if we get a pet Hydra as a bodyguard, then we are fucking aces.
I just want you to know that the pet Hydra is so close to dead that
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We saved it. We did also get it in this situation, but
I would like to walk
it doesn't do
to
that.
the edge of the water and lift the stick up and shake it a bit.
You do not hear any, but there's no sort of response.
Okay, well, we can try later.
Well, it's still just thrashing around, isn't it?
It went quiet very quickly.
Oh, okay.
There's one round, 6 seconds of thrashing, and now quiet.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Okay. Everything's quiet.
can I use that staff as a quarterstaff?
Yes.
I would like to make that my current quarterstaff.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
The quarterstaff of maybe Hydra handling.
The Hydra stick.
Henry Hood.
Hydra bonk stick.
Yeah.
Hail Hydra.
Ah, it's the scepter.
Horik is just like
Well,
egregiously clap, like you know when you brush your hands off, like, oh yeah, I'm done with this. Doing that, and he's like, "You don't. I was brought here to solve problems. That looks like 2 problems solved.
indeed it does.
I will take my payment in the normal form, cash, please."
Perhaps we should go and see how the Hydra state could be. If it can be handled and tamed, then it would be a great boon. And I'm remember because we're pretty sure this thing was like a pet to the ogre village because it's got like
Yeah,
decorated
the ogre village
wasn't it?
had iconography of a hydra,
Which
there,
means it's
and
like
the hydra has like decoration, paint,
Which
stuff like that.
means it's. I mean, I hesitate to say the word tamed, but it's
It
not
was
like it's.
domesticated before.
Yeah, it's at least partially
Yeah.
domesticated, so
Sure.
it might be there in the future. Fantastic.
I, for one, think it's dead.
Well,
mean, yeah,
hopefully it's not
Maybe,
that.
but if it is dead, then maybe we can go and heal it again, and then it becomes a pet bodyguard. Someone else should go first, though.
We can teach it to protect the camp.
Exactly. See,
Yeah, chain it up.
No, we make friends with it.
we should probably go and see if it is still alive, though. That is
I am going to go and sit in the area away from that place.
I don't need to breathe, so I can just walk. I'll walk into the water
Okay,
to see if I can
Sounds-
see what's going on.
I'm
Pirates
sure
of the
this
Caribbean style.
Yeah.
Basically,
Can you? Okay, you go into the water. The current is rather strong since there was a lot of rain recently, and it's all very muddy. As you submerge yourself down, like you if you go further, you're going to get swept away, and plus you can't see more than an inch. Well, you're a river. Okay, you can see like a foot.
can't see anything.
You are a
That's not
rebel.
helpful.
No.
Okay, then I turn around and walk back out.
Okay, that's good.
Ball lightning is
Extremely
fun.
frail man walks into the raging river.
Yeah, Call Lightning is a very good spell.
Very fun.
Are you outside? Yes. Cast this. Win.
Is there a window that can see the sky? Yes.
Yeah, lightning just takes a right turn, 90-degree turn.
You know it can, right?
God damn it, really.
It just needs to find the path to ground.
It's the closest
think-
path that can get to ground. It doesn't matter what.
Okay, sure.
I had forks.
Anyway.
Horrifying.
But there we go. That seems to have handled the issue, so.
You're welcome.
Yes,
All
thank
right,
you.
problem
Thank you,
solved.
Thank you, Hydra, for dealing with that.
Yes.
The Hydra died. The ogre thing died. We win. Now we can go back to camp and play dice.
Should we
Yes,
tell the Draugr that?
Yes, we probably should.
Is it Draugr or no? Draugr
Wait,
being the Durgar.
Durgar, I don't know.
Draugr are Nordic zombies.
Potato, potato.
Okay, sounds good.
When we can make
Or is it dwarves? It's safe.
Yeah, so y'all go up and work shows you where the dwarves are hanging out, and you knock on the door, and the dwarf hole opens up, and the door's like, okay, everyone clear up there? The Hydra dead or whatever?
well, we certainly think so. And whatever that thing was, that is also most certainly probably dead.
Wait, what other thing?
Oh, you should
Yeah.
have seen it. It was colossal. We fought very bravely.
It was a big ogre, and they were all like eating each other.
It was
Yeah,
an
we
ogre
killed-
attached to an ogre, attached to an ogre, attached to an ogre.
Like some
Or
sort
a
of
kid in a bush.
like some sort of ogrepede?
Yeah, I suppose.
Such a silly name for it, though. Surely there's something better than that.
Power of ogre.
Okay.
I got nothing.
Okay. Anyways, the dwarves, thumbs up. Dwarves continue about their business going upriver, believing that the Hydra is dead.
Should probably go with them just in case.
Little
Yeah.
do they know.
Because technically, if we're going by horror movie rules, we didn't actually
Don't see the guy on screen. It's not
we
dead.
didn't see them die, so should probably keep an eye on them.
Sounds good. Okay, you guys continue on with this. The dwarves continue about their survey business. It is. I think now's a good time to take a break. Let's take a 15-minute break. We'll come back in a half hour.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. We're all here, right?
I think so.
Missing Darrow?
I'm here.
Nope,
Yeah,
Darrow's
I'm
here.
here.
No, we're good.
Oh, good. Okay, guys. So the Durgar continue their process of surveying up the river. It is a slow process. They have to sleep like normal people.
Weak.
Fucking
Yeah, we're
nerds.
on days here. What are you guys doing? You can't choose to be bored. You have to do something. What are you doing while this is going on?
Cards. Can I play cards?
No one will play cards with you. Don't play solitaire.
I mean, there's something to do, I guess. I mean, we've gone a couple of days now, and there's been no sign of anything from the river now.
No, nothing.
I mean, we could just go. We could just head on up to the village again, see what's in that.
Oh yeah, the cave. Let's go explore the cave. There could be stuff in there that will help us. Not me. Us.
Us, yes, the royal us.
The royal we.
Yeah. I mean, we could absolutely do that, and hope that nothing happens to the miners. As far as we're aware, everything seems dead.
Well, the Durgar seem so far capable enough to be able to spot danger and not walk directly into it. So, if there is further danger, we'll probably catch them on the way back and be able to assist.
I mean, it's probably like at most a day's walk to
Less than half a day.
have a day. Yeah, we could probably go with that, and hopefully they won't die in that time frame.
Yeah.
Seems as though the danger in this area has passed, so we shall go on ahead to.
These dwarves aren't just like namby-pamsy elves that just walk around in their clothes. These guys have chainmail on, and they have picks, and they have shield. They'll be fine, probably.
Maybe, perhaps. Yeah, let's get back to the village and see what's in cave number 1.
Okay, you guys go up to the village. Callie, do you want to do water walking again? Oh, it's a ritual. You can cross easily. Come to the village. Hasn't changed at all. Still smells. As you guys are traveling, you see areas on the ground. The ogre peed was oozing this black pus, and it is hitting the ground and like seeping in the ground. You can see splotches of corrupted soil. It's not like the dry corruption of the fenced off area you saw a couple sessions ago. It's the wet, putrid corruption that was at the ogre villages, both of them.
Perhaps that creature was the source of them, and perhaps it is not the only one of them.
That's a terrifying thought.
Indeed, but I mean, at the end of the day, there was only a dozen augurs in making of that up. For that to be multiple villages, then there's a lot more augurs than that.
True. The Durgar did say though that it did take out at least one just undead ogre.
It did, but there is quite a distance between the two villages. If that thing was the source, then it would have to travel a great deal.
I have nothing more to add.
Yeah, well, I know because when he failed the nature check on the.
Yep.
So,
No more checks on it.
No more checks on it. So yeah, that's all there is to it. We don't know anything about it.
You come to the village. Village is the same horrible place that you remember, and there is the tunnel into the underwater under the waterfall.
Well, let's go there.
Sounds good. Who goes first? Sarah?
I shall.
Okay.
Madeline is first. Okay, Madeline, you go in first. There doesn't appear to be any danger. The rest of the group is behind you. If you look around, you can see that this is like a grotto would be I think that's the right term for it. There is a pool in the center of this large cavern. You can see that there is the waterfall beyond the pool, creating like a sort of a boundary, and constant ripples in the water. If you look around the cave, there are parts that are not underwater that you can walk on, and there is another totem here.
Ooh.
there are burned out torches wedged into certain parts of the cliff face rock. That there's like an opening they can put torches there. Beyond that, you can't see anything.
What's the state of the water in here? Because I know the pool outside was vile. Does that extend to it here as well? Or
The water here looks pure.
looks pure? Okay. All right, I'll go and inspect totem number 3.
Totem number 3 is not as large as the other ones. When you look at it, you can see that it has blood all over it, and even like bite marks. And this one also is dedicated to the Hydra. It looks like a much older one, a much older totem. You use your spell, your language spell.
Also, did we get a rest after that fight, or?
Yeah, it's been a day.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Yeah, everyone's at full. Yeah.
Grand, get everything back. Yay. Yeah, I'll ritual cast it, and it seems there's something a little bit different about this one. Not quite as complex. I'll see what happens.
It looks, yeah, it definitely looks older. It still has references to like serpents and hydras and stuff like that. You read through this, and it just refers to them as like the river tribe and all that normal stuff. There is no reference to Tiamat in this at all. And the serpent has its own name. Oh, yeah. The serpent itself is named, or the hydra itself is named.
Henry.
I don't have that prepped.
Henry.
Is it like one name for the whole Hydra, or does each head have a different name? Or
Horatio.
That's no.
Etchy.
Etchy.
Wait, is that a slur? Is that a?
That means
No, that's a
something
Japanese
in
thing.
Japanese.
That's
It definitely does.
That's the thing.
It
Oh,
definitely
no.
does. Did you just Google Etchy?
I just did.
Well, yep. Have fun with that.
I was shortening out a monster from Greek mythology.
Echidna.
Yeah, Echidna.
Nailed it.
Yeah,
you don't want it. Yeah, Googling Etchy is something specific.
Don't Google that.
All right, so a kid. Yeah, yeah, that's fine. I'll just spend some time, like I said, just casting that. And
okay, it's called. Okay, I'm gonna Google this before I name it. Let me make sure it doesn't mean anything.
We're going to try and avoid all weird Japanese things. We're never going to have any words.
Eki.
Sure, Eki.
Unagi.
And Eki is also something, but not in Japanese.
I think it's to do with
Anyway,
Steven spirits or something.
Yeah, all these ogres speak Japanese.
oh my god, they're all weebs. But yeah. So is that it? Is it just that, or does it have any other history to it?
The lack of Tiamat, and the name of the serpent of the Hydra. That's about it.
Right.
There are like, I said bite marks. I meant like Hydra bite marks in the thing.
Ah, okay.
It looks like they tied sacrifices to this pole, and then, you know.
Hey, Horik, come here for a minute.
Fuck off. I saved everyone. Thank you very much.
I mean, I think really that Callie really did most of that. I'm going to be honest.
Guys, come on. Great ideas don't come to just anyone.
Okay.
I know they
Even
came
your
to
idea.
me. They came to me to cast lightning.
Is anyone doing anything immediately?
I would like to look for any other item, preferably shiny.
I love you, Horik. You're fantastic. Can you give me a perception check with advantage?
Sure. I would also like to make sure there's no traps, but that's fine. Perception with advantage? Hell yeah, brother, of course. This is going to suck, isn't it?
Everyone else is looking at the pole or looking at the waterfall, the pool of water, all that. You're the one looking at the looking everywhere else for shiny bits. You can see the rock face has like how to say, the sun does shine through the pool, or the waterfall, and bounces off the pool, so this place does shimmer a bit. But as you're looking around, you can see the shimmering of the water hits the rock face occasionally, and you can see a yellow shimmer, a golden shimmer in the rock face.
Golden shimmer.
Piss
Okay.
water.
I'm going to approach the golden shimmer, but I'm going to look out for golden trappers.
What's a golden trapper?
Any traps?
Nope.
Okay. Yep.
Their ogres didn't set traps in their holy place.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I'd like to. So, is the golden shimmer gold?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's gold. It's gold. It's
Like a
what's it
vein?
called? Native gold. Yeah. It's
Heck
not
yeah.
like a ton of it, but you can see it like shimmers off the rock wall itself. It's embedded there in the rock face.
To be mined out.
Be mind out.
Hey, boys, I found something.
What you find?
Gold.
Well, this is a surprising development.
But that means there's at least mining rights here, so this is money.
We go tell the workers.
Yeah, but we should probably make sure that this place is safe. And then go tell the workers.
This appears to be a Hydra's den. Well, this is at least where they sacrificed like people.
Oh, so this is where it comes from, into the pool, and then let's hope it doesn't come back. Wait, are there any motifs or anything? It's native gold, so it's not worked gold. It's just a strand of gold in the rock to
It's
be mined.
yeah.
Yep, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, I'll communicate that to the guys.
I would like to test a theory. I have a component pouch, so I have like probably a couple of vials, empty vials in that. So I'd like to get some of that foul, disgusting, corrupted water in one of those vials.
Okay, you have to go outside to get it, but yeah.
And you said there's some fresh pools outside, yeah?
So the village is built next to the pool that the water falls into.
Mm-hmm.
The ground there is corrupted, and that corruption seeps into the water, just like sediment would, and reaches out, but is sort of washed away and mixed with all the rest of the water as the waterfall turns and moves water down.
Right. So I'm wondering if we put corrupted water into fresh water, does it just corrupt the water as well? Or is it just like the earth corrupting things, whatever is in the earth? I don't want to pour it into the fresh water in the place we're going to mine, so...
So what are you doing?
Just if there's any like other fresh pools around, I would like to pour some of the corrupted water in to see if it
Not
whole
really. There's
water.
just the one pool that's already having like polluted water mixed in with it.
Oh, okay. Then never mind.
You have a vial of polluted water though.
I will save that for another time.
Okay.
Use it to torture someone who steals from
Let's
me or
go.
something.
Let's go to the camp's water supply.
I mean, we can save it for when we want to be eco-terrorists.
We can save it for a later day. That day is the day.
That's a surprise tool that'll help us later.
Mm-hmm. So far, I've got poison alcohol and poison water. So...
Well, One of these days, you're going to mix your poison alcohol up with your normal alcohol, and we're all going to have a bad time. We're going to look for the cure. We're going to go into your backpack. We're going to pull out the poison water. Be like, this shit will work. Pour it in. That man is dead.
I actually played with a player once who did that intentionally. They'd walk around with like a vial or a bottle of poisoned wine on them, just so if anyone ever went through their stuff and like took the wine and drank it, they'd kill them.
That guy's a psychopath.
Yeah, I know he's a psychopath.
I mean, but now that you mentioned it, it's not a bad idea.
I just had a great idea.
Ah, shit. Cool. Yeah, let's head back to the Duragar and let them know that there's some mineable items out here in the fields. Where we fight for our meals. Put her back into our living.
Fine by me.
Oh,
Let's go.
cool.
Sounds good. You guys head on back down river and find the Durga.
Mhm.
And you see them digging a pit next to the river.
Of course.
You come close. One of them holds up a chunk of gold the size of a golf ball. Aha! We found gold. Wait a minute.
Oh. Hey, that's ironic because we found gold.
Well, hopefully more than us, because this is all we found.
Oh no, we found like a vein, like a full vein.
All of the Durgar perk up and look towards you. Gold?
Yeah,
Where?
just in the wall. It's up yonder. It's like you come to a little city and there's a big pool of smelly stuff, and then you see a waterfall, but you walk through the waterfall, and then there's like a little bit of water that's not smelly, and then there's a big sort of totem in there covered in bites and blood. You gotta ignore that, and then behind that is the gold.
Village up ahead, path behind waterfall, gold in there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Thank you, Sarah. It's safe up there? I mean, as much as it can be.
Yeah, roughly.
We believe so.
Okay.
Look, we're not
Off
saying
we
you
go,
won't die.
And you see the Durgar shuffle off upstream very excitedly. And you hear singing for the first time ever from these guys as they head upriver.
It's off to work we go.
Okay. Where would you guys like to go?
Or
You go back to town,
Faro,
or you
I
have to follow the
suppose.
dwarves? Yeah, sounds good.
Unless anyone else has any other ideas.
Not urgently, no. We could go and explore around the other side of the river as well, but I don't think there's anything particularly over there. It's just more justice.
Yeah, it's more the same. So as you guys know.
We could try and figure out where that crazy thing came from.
Good point, actually. We could. And I'm assuming it probably left a decent trail to follow.
The ogre Peak? Yeah, it's very obvious. Yeah, you can follow by nose alone.
I don't even want to think what that thing's bowel movements are like, man. Like, you know how like when you're out tracking deer and stuff like that, you can follow like the footprints and the droppings. The droppings have got to be like disgusting, huge.
No, it's super efficient. It goes from the first ogre to the next ogre to the next ogre.
Yeah, it has like
I think we killed
Ryan really watched the Human Centipede and was like, "Do you know what would be good if they were like 15 feet tall?"
I should really not be eating right now.
Whoa, what is that?
Is that? Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm actually really curious. What was it? What are you trying to do?
Finally, the NSA have found us.
it was the explanation drawing of the human centipede digestive tract.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Nice. Nice.
Anyway, yeah, let's follow it.
Look at Alice. They're just like, nom, 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 nom.
I'm eating, okay? I'm fucking hungry.
I'll wait until we talk about ogres shitting in another ogre's mouth to eat.
Well, not my fault we were fighting. Kind of is, but still.
Yeah, let's follow it.
So that's what we have on.
Sounds good. You head up along with the Durgar. I'm actually show them where the thing is, and then you head on out. It is an easy track to track. It heads eastward away from the river at an angle into the rolling hills. The hills roll. They're a bit rolly, but soon turn into actual like plains again, where you can
Please tell
see
a story.
in a good distance. This thing had to pull its mass against the ground, and it was muddy, so it left this very obvious pathway to it. You just follow that, and you can see it go off into the distance, and you can see a large mound.
Oh, but it's like a.
It looks like a constructed building.
Oh,
With-
it's a building.
How
with like walls or like palisade walls.
Ooh, how ominous! We should go explore.
You can see trees scattered about the area as well, and all the ones near this mound are dead.
Of course they are. Because fuck you, that's why.
Dead or undead?
Dead. You don't know.
Oh no, the undead trees.
And
They're scary sometimes.
I knew we just took a break, but honestly, I think that's a good place to stop for next
Yes,
session.
it's pretty climatic.
I didn't know how long that part would go, so yeah, no, that turned out really well.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was good.